Welcome back to Incredibly Uncensored, where the skits are made up and the points don't matter. Isn't that what they said on Whose Line Is It Anyways?
Yeah.
I love Aisha Taylor, who is currently the host, who played Lana on Archer, which I had a huge crush on.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. She was Lana on Archer.
That's hilarious. Archer was a really good show.
Dude, Archer is amazing. Wildly inappropriate. That is one show I am super uncomfortable watching with kids because it's just sex and drinking and innuendos, man. It's fucking wild.
And it's all like very normal. You know,
Very normal.
They say it like
Season 4 when Pam's doing all the fucking blow.
Jesus,
she gets super skinny. I'm like, way to go, Pam. Good for you.
Yeah. Glad you feel good about yourself.
Yeah, get yoked up and just fucking coked out and skinny and busty just the way I like them. It's like, what the fuck? Now I got a crush on Pam too.
I know, right? God damn it.
Well, yeah, but the OG one was the best.
Yeah.
With Drew Carey.
Yeah, for sure.
You just couldn't beat it. Like I still go back and I stumble across the fucking the fucking one with Richard Simmons.
Oh my God. Where he's a lawn chair and a jet ski.
Jet ski. I'm like, this is so great. It's so great. It's so stupid, but absolutely fucking hilarious.
It's funny because he says something about a jet ski and Simmons rolls over this way, you know, just so that he can do it. And he's, do it. That was such a good show. Because they're right. The skits are made up and the points don't matter. And that's what made it so much fun.
It is so hilarious.
Yeah.
That improv type shit is just fucking great. Wayne Brady, he's fucking a national treasure. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's so goddamn funny. All right. Well, we're back.
Yeah.
Now, this episode comes out on Wednesday. So we're recording on Friday. So we've only seen day 1.5 of March motherfucking Madness.
Ooh, it's been good though.
Oh
already.
my God. McNeese with the upset.
I know.
What a fucking game.
Did you see their locker room?
Oh yeah. Did you see their fucking team manager with his B-dubs boombox?
Yep, had it all in there.
I was like, let's fucking go. The first non-player in collegiate history to sign an NIL deal. And he signed like 4 in one day.
What?
Oh yeah. From like national chains.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah. Kudos to this kid. Fucking rock it out.
That is so
Get
cool.
your motherfucking cheese, baby. I think it's badass.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
I didn't know NIL extended to those guys. That's
Neither did
awesome. Good for him.
4 contracts, signed all 4 like right before the tournament started. That's why the boombox was a B-dubs boombox. It wasn't altruism, baby. That motherfucker's getting paid.
Man, that just rolls right off the tongue, too. B-dubs boombox.
B-dubs boombox. We got a new industry, baby. Let's fucking go.
That's so good.
Blow those DeWalt guys right out of the
Hell
water
yeah.
with their boomboxes.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, we were able to watch our Go Blue Wolverines last night. Almost fuck it up at the end.
Yeah, well, luckily I didn't get to watch the very end. I fell asleep, so.
Same.
Yeah,
I was in and out. I'm trying to like one eye it. I'm like, God damn, I'm so old. 10 o'clock games. Fuck you.
There's another one tonight. Michigan State.
I know we got to watch Michigan State tonight. So for those people that are out there that have like multiple collegiate teams in their state, there's not a lot of you, but there's some of you.
Yeah.
When it comes to the tournament, I'm going to root for both of you.
For sure.
Largely, I am a Wolverine fan. But Tom Izzo and the shit that he does in March, it's just fucking epic.
It's amazing. It's amazing to watch.
Epic.
Yeah.
I want to see Tom get another title. I truly do. But what Dusty May's doing right now in year 1, man. Well, and I heard something today on our local sports talk radio. They were talking about the Wolverines. Sorry, we're going hyper local here within the state, but whatever. Fuck you. If you don't like it, don't listen. It's your fucking problem, not mine. It's my podcast, God damn it.
We love our Wolverines.
But they were saying that in the past 2 months, the Wolverines are 11-0 in games that are decided by 4 points or less.
Ooh.
I was like, God damn.
So as long as we can keep it close, we got a hell of a chance.
Yeah, let's fucking go. I was like, that's a hell of a stat to pull.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? You're going to win one way or the other. So we'll just fucking roll with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Tomato. And it's like pass, fail. That's what the tournament is.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it.
Yeah.
There's no secondary bracket. There's nothing. You either win your fucking game, get on the goddamn bus. We'll see you back
That's it.
at the campus.
And the best thing about Dusty May is that this team was built this year.
Yeah.
Like he got all these
Yep.
transfers in, and a couple guys stayed, and
Yep.
like this is what we got.
This is the team.
Yeah, it's like, here you go.
So to be able to have that type of cohesion and play together like that, a lot of that is coaching.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely, a lot of that is coaching.
getting the right guys.
Yeah.
It's kind of a Dan Campbell mentality. Get the right guys that are ball players.
Mm-hmm.
And if everybody's on the same course of doing the thing for the team, it's all going to work.
Yep, 100%. Yeah. So it's been a lot of fun. I'm excited. We just me and the boys watched Duke absolutely blow out their fucking competitor in round 1 by like 50.
Ooh,
it was fucking brutal. They scored like 93 points.
Oh,
I was like,
who'd they play? I didn't get to watch that one.
remember.
Yeah, Duke's favored to win it. So I guess we'll see.
Fuck Duke, though.
Fuck Duke, I know.
Duke, UNC, you guys can all, Kentucky, you can all eat a bag of dicks.
It was kind of nice to see fucking Dickinson out already at Kansas. See ya.
Adios, amigo. I don't necessarily blame him for leaving, though.
No, me neither. It was a turbulent time there. You didn't know what was going to happen. Yeah. He was playing pretty good for us, except for that last year that he came back.
Yeah.
He didn't play great, but
yeah,
I didn't blame him for leaving, but
no, I didn't either. But also, fuck you, you left.
Yeah, right. Well, they say those who stay.
Yeah.
Those
who stay. Yep. Absolutely. But it's such a great time of the year. And round 1 and round 2 are so much fun because it's just nonstop activity.
Yeah.
Do you have YouTube TV?
No. Well, you know what I ended up doing? I found out I have HBO Max. They're streaming all of NCAA.
No shit.
And you can watch it in multi-view up to 4 at a time.
That's awesome.
I know. I was going to get YouTube TV or Hulu for the tournament, but then I realized they were all on HBO Max.
That is fucking awesome. That is fucking
I've already got it. So
we ended up, we've had YouTube TV because, again, huge football guy.
Yep.
You and I, we love that shit. But with YouTube TV, same thing. Multi-view, and then you can like add or take away games and shit. I'm like, I fucking love this so much.
That's so great.
The only thing that I'm regretting is that opportunity I had to buy a fairly cheap and inexpensive 75-inch TV that I didn't. Because watching the quad box on a 55, and again, first world problems, look at me with my middle class problems, but watching 4 games on a 55-inch pales in comparison to being able to watch 4 games on a 75-inch.
Yeah, that's true. I got a 65. I upgraded from a 55 to a 65.
Go. So much better.
I only upgraded because my screen went out.
Oh, that's fine.
So, but
damn these high quality Vizios from fucking 2010, you sons of bitches.
The fucking 65 looked huge in my living room when I got it, upgrading. And now I'm like, I can probably go with the 75.
Samesies.
It's only sports though, like
I know.
I got rid of YouTube TV after football season was over.
Then I was fucking expensive.
Yeah.
It keeps going up. It's
I know.
Fuck you, man.
I had Hulu for a little bit, and that eventually went up to like $92 a month. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, Like
we're back. We were the cord cutter generation, and now we're back getting absolutely fucking strupped by all these fucking streaming companies.
Yeah, it's like you're paying more almost.
Yeah.
By the time you get all of them,
we absolutely are paying more
because most people don't cancel this one and get this one. You know what I mean? They just keep kind of tacking them on. I've gotten pretty good at getting rid of the ones.
Yeah,
now,
we have not. And I actually just had a conversation with Jessica about that. Like, we need to sit down, the two of us, get rid of the kids, let them play video games for hours on end, so we can like go through our accounts and be like, okay, we're being charged for this. We're being like, we have too much.
Yep.
We can't consume all that content anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like, why are we paying for this? And again, I'm ready to sail the high seas as far as I'm concerned. Like, I will pirate the ever living fuck out of all of this.
Yeah.
I'm so over all these different companies.
And like, I got that free 3 months of Apple TV.
Yeah.
Found Silo, which was a great series so far. Then Severance.
Yeah.
There's a couple more on there that I still want to watch.
The season finale so that we can fucking talk about it in the group chat.
Did you watch it today?
Yes.
Did you?
I literally came in the office and spent 90 minutes watching it.
Well, Kelly's fucking leaving now, so I'm not going to be able to watch it until probably Sunday.
Listen, you can watch it and just tell her you didn't watch it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in the group chat.
Please,
Was it
God,
good?
you're gonna have time. Fucking watch it.
Was it good?
It
I can't tell by your
it was so good. Please, please fucking watch it. Um,
all right, maybe.
I'll start spoiling shit.
Then she's gonna find out Wednesday that I actually watched it. She's gonna be like, "You fucking asshole."
That's something that's harmless.
It is.
That's absolutely harmless.
It is.
So watch it so we can talk about it. All right. So we talked about March Madness. Lions are making some moves. We won't get too heavy into football, but we're getting some signings. We just got a cornerback from the Eagles that just popped in.
Yeah, I like what they're doing.
I like what
Yeah,
they're doing too.
he's not spending a shitload of money.
Nope.
We're getting some really good depth pieces.
Yep.
A lot of our guys are coming back. We signed Muhammad. I can't
Yep.
say his whole name,
Can't
but
either.
you know.
I know. Yep.
That was a great addition that we
Absolutely.
got
For the
from
D line, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
we got him from the Cowboys practice squad.
Mhm.
Dude just came in and kind of threw down. I
Mhm.
bet you this is kind of a build year for him that
Right.
if he comes out and performs that same way, I bet they'll give him a 2 or 3 year deal.
Oh,
You know,
absolutely.
because shit,
He played good last year.
I thought he played great.
For our depleted defensive line.
That's it.
I didn't have any complaints about what we were able to do
Right.
in spite of all the injuries. So that's not a bad thing. So I'm super excited for football. We're about a month away from the draft,
Yeah.
right around there.
Which is going to be in fucking Green Bay. It's
Yeah.
not, I don't even think it's going to compare
Oh no.
to last
No
year. There's
fucking
just
way.
no way.
There's no fucking way they even come close to what happened in Detroit. I'm still mad I didn't go down with you guys. That's shame on me.
It was pretty awesome.
Fuck you.
If it comes back again, we'll all have to.
Oh, it'll
to
come
go.
back again, but it might be 20 fucking years.
I don't think so. It was so successful that I
Yeah.
bet you it'll make its way around in the next 5 years for
Good.
sure.
Count me in then.
Yeah.
Lock it in, baby.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
But yeah, I'm excited for the draft. See what Brad Holmes does the rest of the,
Oh, it's
the
gonna,
off
dude, it's
season
gonna
here.
be so good. So good. So I had an argument with the kids. We talked about this previously.
Mm.
I kicked a bucket in a past situation and cut my foot, and it was very humbling to have to apologize to your kids for overreacting. I did not have that type of fight with the kids tonight, but I've been trying to preach to them, like, you got to do the hard shit so you can do the fun shit.
Mm.
Like, you have to have responsibilities. I'm in the office anywhere from 8 to 10 hours a day, almost 6 days a week,
Mm-hmm.
or I'm out with clients doing what have yous.
Right.
Jessica's in the office 5 days a week. Then we've got sports ball and all the other things that we don't have the opportunity to like maintain the home.
Right. I get it.
You guys have been to the house multiple times. Like, I don't have a real cluttered home.
Right.
Like, I like my spaces to be fairly neat and somewhat organized.
Mm-hmm.
That's a reasonable expectation.
Mm-hmm.
Shit has gotten out of control. So we get home, I get home, pick up all the kids up, we go home. I'm in the right frame of mind to have these discussions. So let me preface it with that.
Okay.
Like, I'm in a good place mentally today where we could talk about this stuff. So I'm like, all right, family meeting. Eye rolls, heavy sighs, kind of heavy footsteps to the fucking couch. I'm like, okay, breathe deep. It's cool, man. It's fine.
It's all good.
It's all good. So I'm like, listen, I said, just kind of laid it out. Your mom and I have been extremely busy. I said, I'm not trying to attack you guys or call you out on anything, but the house is a bit of a mess. I said, we need to work together, the 5 of us, to start cleaning shit up. I'm like, this isn't a big deal. I said, so I need boys, you're going to do items 1, 2, and 3. Girls, you're going to do items 1, 2, and 3. I said, excuse me, whoo, that grape Celsius is fucking hitting. So I told him, I said, I understand it's Friday. You've had a long week. I'm like, you got shit you want to decompress from? I said, I'm not saying that I'm going to crack the whip right now. You guys got to go get this shit done. I said, you guys want to go out? You want to play basketball? You want to go jump on the trampoline? You want to see if the neighbor kids can play? Go do that. But I said, don't come back to me and be like, oh, can we play video games? Can we watch TV? Can we do this? Until all the rest of the shit's done. Again, trying to set such clear expectations.
Mm-hmm.
So then I go downstairs because I need to start a load of my own laundry. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to clean up and I'm doing some shit. And I go downstairs and the boys told me that they had their laundry done. When in fact, it was not fucking done. And so I go down there not only is it not done, they probably had 3 loads that they needed to do.
Mhm.
Load number 1, while I'm down there carrying my laundry basket, because I do my own laundry, the washing machine is filled with clothes that have not been washed yet. So they put the clothes in the washing machine yesterday, added the soap, and didn't close the fucking lid. So, like, those Gen Z listeners, you're not going to understand this, but millennials, Gen Xers, those of you that are listening, you can remember like Yosemite Sam when he gets like really upset, you would see like the temperature gradient rise and he'd turn red from like his feet up.
Yep.
Yeah, that was me.
Yep.
So I'm like, I'm in the basement by myself and I'm just like,
Seething.
and so I literally, I'm just standing there looking at the washing machine and I'm trying to calm myself down. I'm, I'm doing like it's not that big of a deal. You know, it's like my 2 little guys on my
Yeah.
shoulders. Like,
Yeah.
we understand this is frustrating, but it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. It's just
And then the other
laundry.
guy's like, fuck these fucking little bastards. This is bullshit. They told you it was fucking done. It ain't fucking done. And I'm going through like, again, my dissociative identity disorder over here. You know, I've got like 3 versions of me all talking to the 3 versions of me. And I'm just like, this is so fucking irritating. And the boys are outside playing basketball. So I go out there and I'm like, I need to talk to you guys in the basement. And so we go down to the basement. I already talk fairly enthusiastically.
Mhm.
Anybody that's listened to this podcast, I speak like 80% of the time. Shame on me. You're a great co-host. Thank you for being understanding. But the flip side of that is like the kids are like, and I talk the same way to the kids all the time.
Yeah.
Right? I'm never soft. There's no gentle parenting that occurs in this space, right? I always talk to the kids the same way.
Mhm.
Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
Fair.
It is what it is. But they're down there and they're like, don't yell at us. I'm like, I'm not fucking yelling at you. We are having a legitimate conversation about why I'm upset.
Yeah.
I said, I just spent 60 minutes having a very reasonable conversation that you guys were not receptive to. Guess what? I took off the gentle parenting hat, which I was attempting to use, and I'm going to put on my normal dad hat.
Yeah. All of the things that we talked about up there is happening right now.
Yes.
And that's why I'm upset.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so we go through the process and I'm just like, guys, you have to understand, nobody's going to have this conversation with you when you're an adult and care for you or love you the way that I do.
For sure.
So I said, I want you to understand, I'm not attacking you. I said, legitimately, you're not in trouble. I'm not grounding anybody. Nobody's sitting in timeout.
Right.
But if you guys can't do the very basic, most simple things that I fucking ask you, what the fuck am I teaching you then?
Right.
There has to be a point at which, like, you understand, like, I shouldn't ask to play video games or go hang out with my friends or do this other shit until I just go through the mental checklist of like the 5 things dad's always harping on.
Yeah. Well, I'm sick of dad yelling at me all the time.
Like,
why is he yelling at me?
and I tell them all, like, this is completely and utterly within your control.
Right.
Like, there's nothing here. Like, I'm not going to randomly be like, hey, did you fix the shingles on the roof? That's fucking crazy talk. I'm not a psychopath.
Right.
I'm not expecting you. Hey, did you power wash the house? Like, I'm not going to randomly just be like, hey, have you thatched the front yard? Crabgrass, it's a thing. So call back to last week's episode. You fucking dick.
Did you flame throw the driveway?
Right. Have you sealed the asphalt? Like, these aren't the things. But like, hey, have you picked up the bathroom? Do we need to do a load of towels?
Yeah.
Do you have an overflowing hamper? Is your bed made? Do we need to pick up like stuff from school? Do we have homework? Like, these are very, like, are the clean dishes in the dishwasher put away? Super simple shit. And I love you guys, but like, for fuck's sake,
You gotta help.
help me help you.
Yeah.
If you come to me and say, Dad, can I play video games? And I go through and I check the things, because I check the things. I'm going to hold you accountable.
Yeah.
And all the things are done. I'm going to give you a high five, smack on the ass, go play for 3 hours. I
Yeah.
give a
I'm gonna
fuck.
what you do.
I give a fuck. But if you're not going to do the things, there's going to be a fucking reckoning. I just do the hard things so you can do the easy things.
It gets better. You have to tell yourself that they're young men
I'm relying on
trying to
you
figure this out.
giving me an accurate representation of like older kids. Cause right now I am in the fucking weeds, man.
It gets better. Just keep doing what you're doing and know that it's working, even though that sometimes it doesn't feel like it's working. You know what I
I can
mean?
appreciate that. I can appreciate that.
Because as they get older, these things are going to start getting a little bit easier. But right now, you just got to kind of do this. You know what I mean? And keep reiterating yourself.
And I fucking hate it.
I know. But like Michael's to the point now, where he's like, he doesn't do something. I'm like, dude, I told you got to do that. And he's like, I know, I remember, I got tied up doing whatever, you know what I mean? But I'm just gonna keep reiterating so that the next time that happens, he's like, I gotta go do
Right.
this. I gotta go do that. I'm pretty lenient with some stuff. You know what I mean? Like there's some things where I'm like, no, you're gonna do that right now.
Yeah.
But most things I'm like, you finish what you're doing, you got about 5 minutes.
Right.
Okay, all right. Just because I've learned it doesn't help
And
anything.
I'm very rigid.
For sure.
I'm very
Yeah,
rigid.
no, I get that. And
And
so do they.
and I'm trying to be less rigid. That was my
Well,
attempt at gentle
yeah.
parenting initially, and then they fuck it all up.
I get it. I fucking get it.
Because I'm like, you guys, and this is the part where I don't understand this. All you had to do was close the fucking lid. Like it's one thing if I have to go down there and there's still clothes in the washer and I
Mhm.
just need to put them in the dryer, I can be okay with that. But if I go down there and you just neglected to close the lid, like
Yeah.
that is the simple basic part of doing the fucking laundry. Like you haven't done the very basic minimum thing that I've asked. If there's completely washed clothes in there, okay, I'll put them in the dryer.
Mhm.
No lost issue there. You're getting the job done, albeit slower than I would want, but I can respect the fact your time, your dime. Okay.
Fair.
But when I go down there and I got a washing machine full of fucking water, I'm freaking out, man. I just can't fucking do it with these assholes. And they're crying. It's just upset. And I'm like, I'm sorry, you guys. I love you, but this is fucking unacceptable.
So, on the flip side of that, hindsight's 2020. Would it have been any different if you just closed the fucking lid and started
I
washing the
know.
clothes?
It's such a valid point. It's such a valid point.
Hindsight is 2020. And again, there's no fucking judgment. I lose my shit all the fucking time.
That's just part of parenting. We're learning as well.
And I was just gonna say, you brought up the point of parenting. Am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? That's not right or wrong.
Right.
Nothing's malicious about it.
Right.
It's just the way that you went about it. You know what I mean?
And I
Next,
wasn't
next time, think about it. Maybe you won't get so worked up either.
for sure.
Like,
And
listen,
that's my
and
problem.
maybe
Is,
you can just go, listen, you little motherfuckers. I closed the fucking lid, but I'm not doing it again. You know what I mean? Like, when that shit's done, you get your fucking shit out of there because I want to put my laundry in there.
well, and what I love about it again, you know, we all have different parenting styles.
Mhm.
Me and you and your wife, me and my wife, you know, in-laws, cousins, brothers, friends, whomever, everybody does their shit their own way.
Yeah.
But one of the best things for me is Jessica has the patience of a fucking saint. One, she's put up with me for almost a fucking quarter of a century. So that's amazing in and of itself.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, like she can go from like 0 to 10, 0 to 20, 0 to 30, 0 to 40. And then things are going to start getting elevated.
Yep.
I try not to undermine her authority by getting involved when she gets up a little high
Yep.
because you're an adult. You handle business the way you see fit.
For sure.
And I even tell the kids, don't look at me. I said, your mom fucking told you to do something.
Yeah,
I'm not,
yeah, you pissed her off.
Yeah.
Not me. Don't drag me into this
Yeah.
shit.
I'm
She's
on
mad at
your-
me enough.
I'm on your mom's team. Like me and mom are same team,
Looking
bro.
at your kids like, nope, you got yourself into this shit.
Fucking right.
Yep.
Same team, homie. Same team, babe. I'm with you. Whatever you say, I'm on your side. But conversely, like I'm 0 to 100.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can see that we've been friends long enough where
For
I
sure.
can go from absolutely nothing, like non-existent, barely heart beating to like 100% in like no time flat, literally snap of fingers. And I am fucking peaked. that's just how I am. That's
That's
how I've
it.
been forever. That's
Yeah.
how I will be for the rest of my life. At
Yeah.
43, tiger can't change his stripes, right?
Yep.
It is what it is. So I can appreciate that, but I'm like, guys, just help me help you. And plus, mom's coming home. Wouldn't it be nice for her to be able to walk in and the kitchen's clean? That at least the common areas are picked up
Yeah.
and we're making an effort.
Right.
Oh no, I left. The girls were randomly playing in the garage. The boys were still upset with me and I think each other. So I think the dishwasher got emptied and that was it. And I'm like, I
I'll be
sometimes,
back.
yeah, sometimes you just gotta, I'm a tap. I gotta go.
I'll be
So
back.
I
Yep.
love you guys.
We'll try this again when I get home.
Good luck. I just
Luck.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Sometimes you just don't know, man. That's okay to not know too.
I and the beauty of it is we were talking about empathy earlier before we started recording. This is all parents.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's gone through this and does this, and hopefully this resonates with others because I swear to God, I wanted to fucking strangle something. It wasn't the kids, it wasn't the dog. I wanted to grab something and just squeeze it because I'm like, fuck.
Can you resonate with Homer choking Bart all the time
Yes,
now in The
yes, with the little
Simpsons?
tongue. Yes.
Yeah,
It's a lot. It's a lot.
it is.
All right. So I feel like all I do is rant. So I'm going to get into my old man screaming at the sky.
I thought that was your old man screaming at the sky.
No, this will be
That's
quick.
that's all right. It's Friday, baby. Let's get it all out.
This will
Just get it all out.
So I went full BuzzFeed mode on my
Uh,
on my Facebook page, and I asked some of my peers, some of the people that I'm friends with, and all my posts on Facebook are public, so it's not like I'm hiding anything. But I'm like, my question for people our age, millennials, potentially Gen X, but millennials specifically,
mm,
what was the quote unquote life advice that we had received from our boomer aged parents that just completely fell flat on its face and really felt like a fucking absolute lie? And the big one that resonated with a lot of my friends was the same shit that I heard. And the same thing that was kind of preached to us or at us
mhm.
was if you don't go to college, basically you're a piece of shit.
Yeah,
Like there were no alternatives. Like
right.
you either went to college or you were just going to be a fucking out of work, unemployed stoner in your mom's basement forever.
That's very true. Yeah,
Right. Like, and that was like it. That was 100%. Like if you didn't go to college, like, and I felt like I was looked down upon because I went to a local community college
right,
fresh out of high school. And it was like, oh, you didn't go away to college? And then the question was like, did you not get in?
right. Oh yeah.
Like, why aren't
Eh,
you going to community
are
college?
you dumb?
Right. Right. Like
Yeah, that's how you feel.
that's what was inferred when you would get that question.
Yeah,
Maybe it wasn't a malicious question, but it was like, I I feel attacked.
yeah,
Like I feel like, well, no, I had to pay for college.
right,
I didn't have 20, $30,000 to pay for my first year or two. So I had to go where I could afford.
right.
Right. And other people are like, oh, well, I went here and I went here. And it's like, okay.
All right, cool.
I there's just that was like the big lie that resonated with me. And that's the one that I truly had.
Mhm.
Some other people were just talking about like quote unquote like helicopter parents of sorts.
Yeah.
Like they want you to do a certain thing, like you need to do this. This is this is the path you need to take for success. And I can see myself kind of being that parent to like offer up my kids. Cause again, I'm in a business, a
Yeah.
sales business. I think everybody should be in sales at some point in their life so that you understand how to talk to people and resonate with people and what have you. But that's another conversation for another day. But I don't want to put my kids in that position where like I'm pigeonholing them and like, you need to do this.
Right.
I think,
This is your best route
right. I think giving them opportunities is a good thing.
for sure.
And I hope that we have a good enough relationship as they get older that they would want to work with me if the opportunity presented itself.
Yeah.
But I think people do need to be able to blaze their own trails,
Mm-hmm.
right? So how were your parents? What was it like for you like graduating from high school? Did mom and dad have any advice for you or was it we think you should do this? I mean, what was your
They never like said you have to go to college. It was always an option. You know what I mean? Like, hey, if you want to go to college, cool.
Sure.
I never really planned on it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I fucking hated school. I just I don't know that hated school is the right word, but when I got out, I wasn't, like, "Oh, man, I miss school." I enjoyed, like, some sports and stuff like that, but for the most part, I just I don't know.
Well, and
But they really push trades.
I felt like going to school or going to college was like turning into a professional student. I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to live in the real world. I don't just want to go to school.
So I ended up going to a trade school out in Pennsylvania for, like, auto body tech, and I got a associate's, what the hell do they call it? An expedited associate's degree.
Okay.
So I went to school for, like, 8.5 hours a day for 9 months. It was like a regular
Awesome.
Monday through Friday job.
Yeah.
And then got an associate's in small and large business management after that,
Okay.
on top of the iCar and auto body certifications and all
Hmm.
that stuff. So that was pretty cool. I mean, it was my away experience. It was pricey, not like a 4-year degree.
Sure.
But yeah, it was probably like a 2-year degree, maybe a little bit less.
Sure.
But that was a lot of fun, and I got to go live on my own for a little while in
Right.
Pennsylvania, so that
Right.
was cool. And then but shit, once I got back, I worked in that field for a little bit. Um, I just didn't make the money that I thought I was gonna make, so I ended
Hmm.
up going back to concrete, and that's kinda what I stuck with
Yeah.
because everybody always needed concrete. And then
Right.
once you get good at it, then it's just like
Right.
that's your job, you know?
Right.
So that's what I did for a long time until I found where I'm at now. But no, I was never made to feel that way. Like, "Hey, you have to go to college or
Right.
else you're not gonna be successful."
Well, and
I always knew that garbage men made excellent money and had great benefits,
sure.
and that, certain unions were good because of this reason, or
Right.
insurances and benefits and
Sure.
pensions, and, like, they educated me on that stuff, so I knew I had some options. I was never really sure what I wanted to do, but I knew I had some
Right.
options.
I'm 43 years old. I still have no idea what I really want to do.
Yeah, ain't
I'm
that the
doing shit
truth?
that I really enjoy,
Right.
but who knows what the future holds, right?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what I think a lot of people have to know. This isn't necessarily the time of going to a place and working for 30,
That's
35 years and
exactly.
retiring, and you don't have to do that, you
Yep.
know? If you feel
Well,
undervalued or if you're not having
there's
fun anymore or
there's no more pensions. There's
right.
no like there's no value there. Like, oh, okay, thanks for the 401k match and
Yeah,
thanks for the discounted health insurance. But like that's truly the only benefit.
for sure.
And you can read any article, whether it's the Wall Street Journal or shit from Forbes, what have you. If you want to actually increase the amount of money that you make,
Mhm.
you can never do that inside of the same company.
Right.
You have got to jump ship.
Yep.
And that's why, like, it's like a 5-year time horizon for a lot of these professionals. They're going to go in, they're going to get their accolades. Maybe there's an internal promotion, do that. But if they truly want to make a jump from $100,000 a year to 150, you got to piece out. You got to go somewhere else
Yep,
that's going to value your skills in that subset to be able to do the shit.
for sure.
And that again, so my dad was a journeyman sheet metal worker,
Mhm.
since retired, but he said a lot of the same things. Like, if you're not going to go to college, you should probably get into the trades, whether you do sheet metal, whether you do this. And I ended up getting into the laborers union,
Mm.
did that for a little bit. Um, but it was just like, there's just so many opportunities nowadays. There wasn't as many back then,
Right.
but you can basically reinvent yourself as much as you want. There's
Mhm.
so much more access to knowledge now than there was then.
It's true.
One thing that I think Jessica and I were on the same page about that I think is important is, unless the kids get like a full ride scholarship for either academics or sports,
Mhm.
we're going to make them take a gap year
That's
after they get out of high school. You're going to graduate.
yeah,
You're going to understand a year. And again, I'll fully embrace nepotism. I know a lot of people.
right.
If you're interested in something specifically, I'll find you a fucking job.
Yeah,
Whether you're, minimum wage worker or it's something that you're serious about, like, I'll get you in.
right.
Use
Just
my available contacts to fucking do something that you think you might enjoy.
that's what we're here for.
But learn how to balance a checkbook, learn
Mhm.
about finances, learn about credit, learn
Pay
about
some
how to
bills.
save, learn how to go out and like interact with the public. You know,
Yeah.
do you know how to go to the bank and make a deposit?
Mhm.
Do you know how to do any of this random shit? Do you know how to change the oil in your car?
Mhm.
Do you know, just understanding everyday things, and it, again, as a father, it's our job to prepare our kids for when we're gone.
Right.
No matter how you look at it, that's the ultimate goal. We want our kids to be
100%.
wildly successful, whether we're here or not. So I don't know. It's hard to really comprehend those types of things that we were told as kids, because it was the same thing. Like, you're going to go and you want to find a good job and you want to stick with that company and they're going to take care of you. And there's just no loyalty anymore.
Yeah. And that, again, I mean, to that point, it was a completely different time.
Yeah,
That
absolutely it was.
their generation and like maybe even their
Yeah.
parents,
Yep.
fuck, they went to General Motors after 8th grade,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe our parents maybe had the opportunity to go to college, but maybe they couldn't afford it or
Right.
whatever,
Right.
but college was starting to be a thing.
Right.
Then our generation was like, you have to go to college or you're going to be an idiot.
Right.
You're going to be digging dirt
Right.
in a hole or whatever.
Right. Like, that's looked down upon.
Yeah, right.
And now, in the trades are now seeing what that 10 to 15 year period from like 95 to 2010,
Mm-hmm.
all those effects, because every single fucking skilled trade in the nation is clamoring for fucking people.
Oh yeah.
There's nobody to fucking work.
Everybody wants to sit in an office now. Nobody wants to
That's
run a
right.
shovel.
That's right. And so now, pay's going up. And like my nephew,
Mm-hmm.
he just got a job working with a plumbing company over over yonder. But he's doing that, and it's not easy work,
No.
but he's going to make great fucking money if he can stick with it.
Yep.
Like, the first year, you're eating shit.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
literally. Like, welcome to the plumbing trades.
Yep.
But after that, you understand your skills, you're able to go out and do work on your own, what have you, be able to be a foreman. Who knows? You're going to make great fucking money, and that is an honest way to make a living.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing wrong
Yeah,
with
you're
that.
going to make great money. You're going to have good benefits.
Yep.
You're going to be able to afford a life for yourself, a good
Yep.
life for
Yeah.
yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All
So
these trades are like that, man.
I just think it's so crazy how, as parents, and again, I'm trying to make sure that I can be honest, intellectually honest with myself,
Right.
to not take that boomer approach and be with my kids, shaking my finger.
Yeah.
This is what you need to do.
Well, then, I mean, just then be honest with yourself as they get older that they may not want to take
Right.
the path that you want them to take.
Yep.
But as long as it's a good path,
Right.
let them do their thing.
Absolutely.
You give them whatever you feel like you need to give them to succeed.
Right.
And then let them spread their
Right.
wings a little bit.
100%.
Let them fuck up. Make sure you let them fuck up if they're doing it.
Oh,
Tell
absolutely.
them about it, but let
Yeah.
them feel it a little.
The most I've learned about just life in general, life, business, relationships, what have you, has the best lessons have always come from failure.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, they suck in the moment, but man,
Yeah.
looking back on all of them, it's like
Yes.
that had to happen.
Yeah. It
Like
had
that
to
had
happen. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. All right. Let's see. It's time for Conspiracy Corner. I mean, you texted me like 2 days ago that
Yeah.
this was going to be a fucking banger. So I'm excited.
I hope that you haven't heard it before.
Again, just like I said in the group chat, if I haven't heard about it, shame on me, because I love me some good conspiracies.
So have you ever heard of, it's called the Melancholy Broadcast?
Is that from the number station?
I don't know if it's a number station. It did have to do with a song that played on the radio in the 90s.
Dude, hit me with it. You might be popping the cherry this evening.
Okay.
I am a fan.
We labeled this the song that eats time. Okay.
Okay.
The Melancholy Broadcast.
That is not ominous at all.
It is very, very ominous.
Okay.
So
hit me with it.
In the late 90s, a song known as the Melancholy Broadcast started circulating at underground radio stations and pirate broadcasts. The song was an eerie ambient mix of a distorted violin, distant whispering, and a heartbeat-like bass. Okay? So just imagine that. You got a little violin going.
This reeks of MK Ultra. We're waking up the sleeper agents. Hit the broadcast, baby. What the fuck?
Hit the button.
It's like in the severance rooms where the guy
Yeah. Beep. Yep.
Fuck.
And everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All of
like
a
when they're
sudden, everybody reaches and like touches behind their ear, like, oh God,
what is this feeling?
fuck me. All right, keep going.
So listeners described feeling an overwhelming sense of deja vu, as if they've heard it before,
I was totally fucking right.
but they couldn't place where.
You're goddamn right.
Soon, strange reports began surfacing. People who listened to the Melancholy broadcast would lose chunks of time, sometimes minutes, sometimes hours. Some described waking up in places that they didn't remember traveling to.
Okay, hold on. Pause. Can we listen to it?
I, uh, we'll, we'll,
Okay, okay,
we'll,
okay.
we'll, we'll get there.
Because if we can, I'm gonna take an edible when we get
We,
home, and I'm gonna fucking just crank it in my
I
headphones.
already fucking thought about this. So others said that they experienced missing days, only to have friends and family claim that they've been acting completely normal the entire time.
Oh fuck, dude, I was so right about MK Ultra.
So this, unlike typical urban legends, the song wasn't just a rumor. Audio files surfaced on obscure internet forums passed around like Napster, LimeWire, torrent sites. Each version sounded slightly different. Sometimes the whispers were a little bit clearer, and sometimes the heartbeat was missing, but the effects were the same. So every online discussion about the Melancholy broadcast would eventually disappear. Forums were deleted, hard drives with the song became corrupted, and people who claimed to have heard it and wanted to analyze it suddenly lost the entire memory of the experience.
This is why I cannot trust the government. And I'm not even saying that the government was behind it, but I do not trust any entity that can go in and start corrupting hard drives because of a single fucking song.
Yeah, and like, anyway, so
What's my
eventually,
heart rate at? God damn. All right.
eventually, a rogue group of sound engineers tried to deconstruct the song using spectral analysis. What they found was chilling. Embedded deep within the frequencies were patterns resembling human brainwave activity, specifically the waves linked to memory formation and disassociation. The song wasn't just eerie, it was a self replicating anomaly, an audio virus designed to interfere with human perception of time. More disturbing was the realization that no one could recall the origin of the song. There was no known composer, no credited artist, and every attempt to track its first appearance ended in a dead end. Even stranger, if you played it backwards, the distorted whispers formed coherent sentences, and they were phrases like, "You have heard this before.
Okay. All right.
You will forget you heard this and play it again."
Get the fuck out of here. How have I never heard about this?
I don't know. That's why when I saw this, I'm like, this is amazing. So some people believe the Melancholy broadcast wasn't a song at all, but a sentient frequency, a phenomenon trying to perpetuate itself by making people forget they'd even heard it,
Oh
forcing
my
them to seek
God.
it out again.
Oh my God.
In 2014, a Reddit user claimed that they had found an MP3 of the Melancholy broadcast and uploaded it to a private server. Within 3 days, the user's Reddit account was deleted, the post was erased, and the download link led to a dead page. Their username was PlayItAgain90.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so nobody has heard from this user since, ever. That was in 2014.
Come the fuck on.
Yeah. So I kind of peeked around the internet a little bit, and I saw a lot of articles and stuff about it, but I can't find the actual melody, the actual tune of it. But
Dude, that's crazy.
isn't that fucking crazy?
That is fucking insane shit. Like, that's the mad scientist shit
Yeah.
that like goes on with like black budgets in like a bunker somewhere.
For real. Like, hey, let's just see what we can do here, you know?
And
And
just
the
fuck
audio
with
frequency
people.
mimicked your brain activity. So somebody, obviously we know they can see your brain activity, your
Yeah, of
brain
course.
waves. Well, let's find that, and now let's just sync that up with some audio, and then let's just throw some shit in there and play it in reverse. All right, well, let's just put it out there and see what happens, you know? And it's like,
That is fucking insane
that
shit.
is super, so fuck, dude. I read it and I was like, holy shit.
That I just don't know how to fucking wrap my head around that. That's so crazy.
I know.
Because like that's the type of shit. And again, whether you believe in shit like mind control and whatever else, but there's proven statistics about like how frequency interacts with like the mind and even the physical body.
Absolutely.
So, like, this isn't super far-fetched that, like, some shit couldn't have been worked out.
If you
Are we
play
all sleeper agents?
you
Like, is
can
this a way to control the fucking masses?
well, and maybe that's what they were looking at. They had the LSD trials and shit back in the
Yeah,
day, you
yeah,
know
of
what I mean, of
course.
seeing what they could do, and those are all pretty public knowledge. A
Yeah,
lot of people can know about them.
yeah.
And hell, people have done a lot of messed up stuff, you know? You've seen the sound waves controlling the water and the sand and
Oh,
things
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you listen to different frequencies, you feel a different way,
Absolutely.
you know?
Yep.
So this isn't out of the realm of like, oh shit. The creepy thing is
When
that
did it come out?
it was in the 90s that it originally came out.
No shit.
The last known um experience with it though, as far as I can see, is 2014. So that's 12 years ago.
I am going to go deep into 4chan tonight.
Yeah, so
It's
that
gotta
was
be on 4chan.
that's exactly what I was thinking. Like I'm gonna have to get on there. Maybe I'll even do it tonight and
Yeah.
just see if I can find an MP3 file of
Oh
it.
my god.
If I do, we're gonna have to get together and we're gonna be
Yeah.
like, throw the headphones on and be like, all right, let's see what we can do, baby.
I don't That's so crazy to me though.
It's
And I
crazy.
cannot believe I never fucking heard of it.
It's crazy to wrap your head around. Like you hear it, you go to like look it up, and then you forget that you even heard it, but then you want to hear it again.
Yeah.
Imagine
So
that
you're like
shit.
stuck in a loop almost.
Yeah, it's like, did I hear a song? Like I feel like I heard a song, you know, at one point.
That is
Like,
absolutely wild.
yeah,
How did you come across that?
Chat GPT.
Well done.
You know,
Well done. Man,
I know.
we gotta ask
I know.
ChatGPT to recreate it.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I
Like,
don't know.
hey, I'm
I
having
don't know if
trouble
it can
finding it.
create audio files, but there's got to be some narrow type of AI
Yeah,
that we could upload that information to. Like, here's what we want.
that's a good idea.
Let's get fucking weird with
Yeah,
it.
fuck yeah. We should definitely look into that. Maybe we can look into it this weekend a little bit.
It is so wild to me though. Like the interaction of like the human mind and music. And music's one of
Same.
the correlation between like human evolution and music. Like they've created music forever,
Yeah.
you know, whether it's been drums, whether it's been the fucking, what is it called? The fucking Aztec death whistle or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck it is.
Yeah.
Just like music has such a visceral part of our development, evolution as human beings. It's so wild to me.
Well,
And to know that something like that could fuck with you, like that's even more wild.
I mean, I don't know if you experience the same thing, but like certain songs hit you a certain way. Maybe there's a tune or whatever that
yeah.
gives you the goosebumps,
100%.
or
Yep.
you know, whatever it is. Sometimes it's a piano, sometimes it's the horn, sometimes it's
Yeah.
whatever's good in that song just kind of hits you and gives you the like,
Well,
oh
and it
shit.
elicits such an emotional response,
Yeah.
you know, and like I can hear a particular song and it like I'll get super emotional.
Yeah.
Or like if I want to
know.
get pumped up and I want to get fucking crazy with shit, there's certain songs you can listen to and I just get hype as a motherfucker.
Right away, too.
Yeah,
you know?
immediately.
Yeah.
I got to hear like the first 3 notes of like Rough Riders. I'm like, let's fucking go, baby. Now we're in it.
Yep.
It's fucking wild.
I
though.
know.
Dude, that's crazy shit.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look into that a little bit more.
Oh, yeah. And I know a rabbit hole I'll be getting into later
Hell.
tonight.
Hell yeah, we'll talk about it on the group chat while we're binging some March Madness.
Oh, without a doubt.
I'm so glad that you hadn't heard of it though, because I was like, this is such a good one. He
Dude,
better not fuck it
that's
up.
fucking amazing.
Hell
I
yeah.
can't believe I've never heard of it.
I
That-
know.
And kudos to you for digging deep. You got one that is fucking definitely not in at least my zeitgeist.
For sure.
You know, I'm looking around and I'm like, the Melancholy. What the fuck is this?
I had never heard of it either.
That's badass. Thank you, ChatGPT.
Thank you.
If our AI overlords are listening, we appreciate you. Thank you for this one.
I said thank you. I goes, you always got it. You reminded me, you got to be nice to your AI overlords
Always.
just in case.
Always be nice. Did you see the new Boston Dynamics video?
Which one was that?
So the new one, they had the fucking robot doing like breakdancing, parkour,
No, I didn't see
fucking
that.
handstands, doing fucking front flips, back flips. But they've now gotten to the point, because you watch videos from a couple years ago,
Mhm.
there were they always had like cords, like either
Yeah.
feeding in information or whether it was through hydraulics, what have you. No cords. This was a completely unencumbered robot. Arms, legs, head, torso.
It's got wrists and stuff,
Oh, yeah.
elbows.
Oh, yeah. It was a very uncanny valley moment.
Mm,
And again, we talked about that a couple weeks ago on the pod. Like, would we get one of these AI robots in our homes? Fucking absolutely.
yeah, I
20 grand,
would.
30 grand.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit.
I would.
Finance that motherfucker for 15 years. I don't give a fuck.
Kelly is not on board at all, but I'm like, this would be great.
Neither are the kids and neither is Jessica.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'll just have it show up and you'll see how cool it is in the first day.
Yeah, right.
Hey kids, all that shit you don't want to do that we're always fighting
Yeah.
about, I'll have the robot do it.
Hey guys, Henry closed the fucking lid on the washer.
The robot knows how to fucking do it. Do I need to start telling the robot that I love him?
Oh,
fucking true, though.
It is. It's so true.
It's so wild to me. Just the pace of technology.
It's moving.
And I think it's important. And there's probably a little bit of self-preservation there.
Mm.
Like, I want to have value to my children as I get older.
Yeah.
So like,
right.
I need to make sure that like, I'm not getting like, I can't figure this out. Aiden, do this for me. No, fuck that.
Yeah.
You're not going to get rid of me that way, motherfucker. You might not need me, but I'm not going to be a fucking technological Luddite that I can't fucking handle my own shit.
For sure.
Like, I'm going to know how to do the shit and I'm going to teach you how to do it.
My AI is going to grab my walker out of the fucking van and hand it to me and then I'm coming.
I got robot legs, motherfucker. Yeah. All those years of wearing flip-flops fucked up my shit. So
yeah, I'm flat-footed now.
I got my robot legs.
No, but I have seen a couple videos of like the AI walking downhill and stuff and keeping its balance. Yeah. And the one time it started falling and it actually used its arms like a human to like rebalance itself, which was pretty cool. It moves all of its fingers and it utilizes its thumb. And I seen one that was catching a ball. Did you see that one?
Oh yeah.
Dude was just kind of not hard, but like tossing a ball and it would realize where it was at and it's catching a ball. And I'm like, oh shit. Well, Elon's sending, I think he said, what was it, 2034? He's sending the Dragon up to Mars and putting the Tesla Optimus robot on it.
Why not?
Yeah. Like you could do everything now. You can test the air quality, send a shovel, eventually send 3 or 4 more up there to like build a structure. Like shit's getting crazy. Like it's kind of exciting because it's like shit's getting crazy. We're sending robots to Mars. Like
I'm just upset that I was born potentially too late to see the fruition of all of this.
Yeah.
Like I think the world, and a lot of people don't understand this or they don't want to recognize it. Mm. The world we live in today, right this very instant, the second that you're listening to this, is going to be so drastically different in the next 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
All this tribalistic bullshit. Oh, I love Trump. Oh, I hate Trump. Nobody gives a fuck about that because technology is going to basically make so much of this non-essential.
Non-existent.
Non-existent. And that's
so true.
That's where I'm at. Like, I don't give a fuck about all this bullshit. You know what I want? I want fucking AI everywhere. I want to be able to talk and exist and just do I want my life to be so much more convenient than it is right now.
Yeah.
And have real life AI agents.
Just imagine a prosperous nation where everybody's happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I know that's eventually not going to happen, but it could be.
If we can hold off from like killing ourselves as far as like humanity in general, I think there's really cool utopian shit on the horizon.
For sure.
But we got to get our fucking shit together. Stop being dicks to each other.
Yep.
So talking about AI as we finish up tonight, I shared in the group chat, I went through because I wanted to get back into crypto. I had pulled a bunch of money out of crypto. I wanted to get back into it, but utilizing the new deep research function with ChatGPT, being able to go through and like really lay out what I wanted to do, man, it's amazing. It's like having the way I specifically did it was like having a crypto financial advisor.
Yeah.
So like
For sure, that
because
was really cool.
a financial advisor is going to say like, oh, what are your goals and objectives? How much are you looking to invest? Do. Okay, are you looking for diversification? What are you looking to get involved in? XYZ, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, I went through and I answered those questions, kind of
Mhm.
laid it out. I gave it the initial prompt. It asked me like 4 or 5 clarifying questions. And then it went in, it aggregated 28 sources. It took like 11 minutes, which in the
Right.
grand scheme of things is not a very long time. But if
It's
but if
crazy that it did
I
take 11 minutes. Imagine how much research that thing
That's
did in
exactly
11
right. Well,
minutes.
that's what I was going to
Like,
say. Imagine if I had to go through and do the research and I have to know what I don't know,
yeah,
right?
right.
So then I got to figure out how to properly Google for the right information and then land on the appropriate site to then read the information, try and digest it, ask additional questions. So, what in theory would take me a couple days worth of
Days.
research
Yeah,
was literally aggregated for me with sources and reasoning in 11 minutes.
that's pretty amazing.
And X just was talking about investing in some uranium,
Yeah.
some uranium stocks, looking
Mhm.
at like possibly with the advent of like new nuclear reactors needing to come online for additional electricity capacity and all that.
Yeah.
He basically built a similar prompt asking about publicly traded companies that he could invest in that are also utilizing uranium in their development processes and whatever else,
Yeah.
and was able to fucking get the same shit for that.
That's so awesome.
I just it blows my mind. And I get so excited about artificial intelligence because it's going to change everything.
Yeah,
And if you're not on board now, you're going to be left behind.
for sure.
And I think that's like number one in my book.
I tell everybody about AI, and some people are still not on the wagon and they think that I'm crazy. And I'm like, man, I'm telling you, like, you can use it for you don't have to get in depth with it. Just use it for everyday stuff.
Mhm.
Look up,
I don't even use Google anymore
me neither.
by
It's
and
it's
large.
almost useless unless I want to look up something very specific,
Yep.
an address or a phone number for a local
Sure.
company,
100%.
something like
Yep.
that.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
But no, other than that, I go to ChatGPT first.
For everything.
Yeah.
20 bucks a month. 20 bucks a month is worth its fucking weight in gold. Are you on the pro plan or are you still free?
No, I'm still on the free.
See, and again, listeners, free plan. You
Yeah.
can still utilize the system on the free plan. I pay 20 bucks a month because I'm on there all day, every day.
Right.
But the free plan is still plenty for what you want to do.
I'm gonna get to the point where I want to because you only get so many inquiries with the free plan,
Sure.
and then it'll downgrade you to the previous version, which hasn't affected me yet because they're all
Sure.
just general questions.
Right.
Nothing too
Right.
too deep. It's all still pretty surface level. But I can absolutely see myself probably using it more. The more I use it for work and for business,
Yeah.
I utilize it more after that AI class,
Yeah.
using stuff's industry specific.
Yeah.
And it'll again dig into sources that
Yeah.
would take me, hours or even a day or two
Right.
to really dig into. And it's very convenient.
Imagine if you were doing deep research stuff about how to like grow the business,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
that's a good
You know,
idea.
here's a list of the 10 competitors that we would like to emulate. Can you go through and do deep research on exactly what processes, products, industries that they're engaged with to help me build my business?
Yeah,
Again, you have some refining there to do, but that's a great place to start.
for sure.
Oh, I hate
Yeah,
to
that's
say
good
it. I
stuff.
hate to say it, but I mean, it might be sporting wood over here. 'Cause I do love, I love me some AI. It gets the blood pumping. It's going to all the wrong places.
My heart rate's going up.
See where we at here. Oh, very calm 109.
You're coming down from the conspiracy corner,
I probably am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or my rant about my goddamn children. All right. Well, we are in the midst of missing all of the fucking sports ball
Yeah, let's go
Friday
get some.
night so we can go watch some fucking b-ball this
Oh,
evening.
yeah.
But damn, son, that was a hell of a podcast.
It's been real.
Love you, bro.
Love you too, man.
This has been another episode of Incredibly Uncensored. I am Johnny B. Good, joined by my man.
Mikey B.
We will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.